Okay, so our lesson that is on integration by parts. So the formula of integration by parts, that is from the derivative of the product, wherein if you will have derivative of u times v, that is equivalent to u derivative of v plus v derivative of u. Then if we are going to integrate both sides, so if we are going to integrate derivative of uv, integration of udv, then the integration of v du, so you will have the integral of uv, derivative of uv, that is equal to uv. And then you will have the integral of udv plus the integral of b du. By transposition, we have udv that is equal to uv minus the integral of b du. So, this is now the formula of integration by parts. So, we have our first example. We are going to find the integral of x e to the x dx. u is equal to x, and then derivative of u, that is equal to dx. Our dv, that is equal to e to the x dx. If we are going to find the integral of dv, that is v, the integral of e to the x dx, that is equivalent to e to the x. Our form will be the integral of x e to the x dx. So we will just follow this formula. uv minus the integral of v du. So our u, that is equal to x. And then our v, that is equal to e to the x. Okay. And then minus the integral of v e to the x du. That is our du, that is equal to dx. Okay. So if we are going to look at that one, so uv, so u is equal to x, v is equal to e to the x minus the integral of v du. The integral of v is equal to e to the x, du is equal to dx. So let's proceed. So therefore, you will have x e to the x, the integral of e to the x, that is equal to e to the x plus c, in which our final answer are common here. If you are going to look at here, our common is e to the x. So we will have e to the x, then we will have x minus 1 plus c. So that is now our final answer. Okay, example number 2, that is the integral of ln squared x dx. So in this given, u is equal to ln of squared x. Derivative of u, that is equal to 2 ln of x. Derivative without exponent, so you will have 1 over x dx. So dv here, that is equal to dx. Integrating both sides, The integral of dv, that is equal to v. The integral of dx, that is equal to x. So, from our formula, we have our formula for integration by parts. The integral of uv, udv, that is equal to uv minus v du. So, therefore, you will have that is equal to uv, u, so we have u, or u is equal to ln of squared x. uv, our v is equal to x. Then you will have minus the integral of v du. So v here is equal to x. Du is equal to 2 ln of x 1 over x dx. So that is our du. So therefore we have x ln of squared x minus 2 the integral of ln of x dx, because we can cancel x and x here. So that's the reason what remains is only ln of x, and we put 2 outside. So therefore we have the integral of ln of x. We don't have formula for integral of ln of x. So that's the reason we are going to find the integral of ln of x by integration by parts. So our u here, that is equal to ln of x. Our du, derivative of ln of x, that is 1 over x dx. And then our dv, that is equal to dx. The integral both sides, the integral of dv, that is v, the integral of dx, that is x. Then we are going to continue. Okay, as we continue, we have x ln of squared x minus 2. Okay, and then again uv, our u is equal to ln of x. So we have uv, our u is equal to ln of x. Our v is equal to x minus the integral of v du. Our v is equal to x. Our du is equal to 1 over x dx. Okay. So that's it. So therefore, we have x ln of squared x minus 2 x ln of x minus 2, oh, this is plus 2 the integral of dx, because x 1 over x, that is cancelled out. So therefore we have x ln of squared x minus 2 x ln of x plus 2 the integral of dx, that is x plus c. So there is no common. So therefore, this is now our final answer. Okay, the next example, that is the integral of y squared ln of ln of y minus 3 dy. So therefore, our u, that is equal to ln y minus 3 derivative of u, that is 1 over y minus 3. Then you will have derivative of y, that is dy. So dv here, our dv, that is equal to y squared dy. Okay. That is our dv. Integrating both sides, so you will have dv y squared dy. Integrating both sides, we will have v, that is equal to y cubed over 3. Okay. That's it. So therefore, from our formula, that is uv, we will have uv minus the integral of v du. Okay. So from that, we have our u is equal to ln of y minus 3. This is our u. Our v, that is y 3 over 3. So y cubed over 3. So that is uv. Minus the integral of v, y cubed over 3. And du, that is dy over y minus 3. Okay. So from that, we can write this one. We will have y cubed over 3 ln y minus 3 minus 1/3 y cubed over y minus 3 dy. So if we are going to look at this one, y cubed over y minus 3, so we are going to divide because the exponent of your numerator is higher than your denominator. So we are going to divide so that we can get the answer. So to divide, we will have, okay, we will show the solution. So we are going to divide y cubed divided by y minus 3. So y cubed divided by y, so we will have y squared. Okay, y squared times y, so y cubed. Y squared times negative 3, so we will have minus 3y squared. Okay, change the sign. Okay, so change the sign here, that is 0. Change the sign, so we will have plus 3y squared. Okay, 3y squared divided by 3 divided by y, so we will have plus 3y. 3y times y, 3y squared. Okay, so we will have 3y times negative 3, we will have negative 9y. Change the sign. So this is now 0. So you will have plus 9y. 9y divided by y, so you will have plus 9. 9 times y, 9y. 9 times negative 3 minus 27. Change the sign, so cancel. Change the sign, so we will have positive 27 as the remainder. Okay, so y cube, divided by y minus 3, that is equivalent now to y squared plus 3y plus 9, remainder 27. Okay, we are going to write this answer to our previous problem. Okay. So, as a continuation, we have y cube over 3 ln y minus 3 minus 1/3, the integral of y cube over y minus 3 dy, wherein we are going to divide y cube divided by y minus 3. So, we have the answer. Y cube over 3 ln y minus 3 minus 1/3. So, our answer, that is equal to the integral of, we have our answer, that is this one. Okay. So, our answer, that is y squared plus 3y plus 9. So, we will have y squared plus 3y plus 9, remainder 27. So, you will have plus 27 divided by y minus 3. Then we have dy. Okay. So therefore, from that form, we can now integrate. You will have y cube over 3 ln y minus 3 minus 1/3. Okay. You will have y cube over 3 plus 3y squared over 2 plus the integral of 9, that is 9y, the integral of 27 over y minus 3, that is plus 27 ln of y minus 3. Okay. You will have plus c. Okay. So, therefore, our final answer, that would be equal to y cube over 3 ln y minus 3 minus y cube over 9. Multiply 1/3. And then, minus, multiply 1/3, so cancel out 3. So, we will have y squared over 2 plus, oh, sorry, this is negative because negative. So, we will have minus 9 divided by 3. So, we will have 3y. Then, we will have 27 divided by 3. We have 9 ln y minus 3 plus c. So, this is now our final answer. So, That is now our final answer. The next example, we have the integral of arc sine 2t dt. Okay. So, our u here, our u, that is equal to arc sine 2t. Derivative of arc sine, that is 1 over 1 minus u square. So, square root of 1 minus 4t square. Okay. Derivative of 2t, that is 2 dt. And then dv, our dv here, that is equal to dt. Integrating both parts, both sides, you will have v is equal to t. Okay. So, from the formula, we have uv minus the integral of v du. Our u is equal to arc sine 2t. Arc sine 2t. So, arc sine 2t. Our v is equal to t. So, we will have t here. And then, we will have the integral of v, that is t, du, that is 2 dt over the square root of 1 minus 4t square. Okay. So, therefore, we have t arc sine 2t minus, okay, the integral of 1 minus 4t square negative 1/2. Okay. So, we bring this up, so that would become negative 1/2. And then, 2t dt. Okay. So, our u here, okay, our u, that is equal to 1 minus 4t square. Du, that is equal to negative 8t dt. So, therefore, we have t arc sine 2t minus, okay, since we have a form of du negative 8, so therefore we will have the integral of 1 minus 4t square negative 1/2 du is negative 8t dt. And since we have 2 already, so we will only multiply negative 1/4. Okay. So, therefore, integrating, so we have t arc sine 2t So we will have plus, we have 1/4. Okay. You will have 1 minus 4 t squared, negative 1/2 plus 1, positive 1/2 over positive 1/2 plus c. So therefore, our final answer, that is t arc sine 2t plus 1/2 1 minus 4 t squared 1/2 plus c. So this is now our final answer.